The speed of business. It's getting faster every minute, and only the businesses that can harness its power and accelerate their pace will succeed. Technology is helping businesses do everything easier and more efficiently. It's transforming the way we work and live, and how businesses connect with us.
Technology is being used in business to accelerate business transactions dramatically on a lot of different axes. One technology that's changing business is mobile. People are now able to access applications from a mobile device wherever they are at any time and close business transactions. So in the case of DocuSign, I can actually send a contract to somebody knowing that they're actually on the road and expecting that I should get that signed contract back in a couple of minutes. If you think back before that was in place, if I were to send a contract to somebody and I knew they were traveling, my expectation would be it might take a couple of weeks to get that back. So the difference in business of expecting something to happen in a couple of minutes versus a couple of weeks is an order of magnitude faster. So business transactions are accelerating.
Despite this evolution, the last steps of business transactions that require signatures have not kept pace. Instead, they rely on slow, expensive, and antiquated paper processes where both company and consumer are stuck putting wet ink on paper just as they have since the beginning of time.
In the past, I would literally be using the printer to generate my document. Maybe put sign here tabs in it where I wanted you to know how to sign. And you put it into an envelope and you use a postal, overnight express and send it off to somebody. At that point you have no idea where it is. You sent it but you don't know any status. When they get that document, you're relying on them to open it up. You're relying on them to sign where you said to sign. You're relying on the fact that maybe a tab fell off. They could still know where to initial. And then you're relying on them to put all that stuff back in and send it back to you. Well, that causes breakage, because more often than not, they're going to make a mistake, they're going to leave out a page, or they're going to forget to return it altogether. That doesn't work in today's business.
Electronic signature technology is changing how business is done around the globe. Software as a service company, DocuSign, has been a pioneer and visionary. Originally created to help businesses operate with greater ease and speed, DocuSign and its cloud-based service model expanded to be about more than just signatures.
The whole world has been operating on sort of the paper pace for really thousands of years. And by fundamentally changing from a paper-based transaction to an electronic transaction, no matter what kind of contract you're talking about, no matter where anybody is, that creates a fundamental shift in what people expect to be able to do at work or where they might work.
Most important, I think, is how we connect with the customer. And of course, it's our store personnel that sign the leases with the tenant, and I receive the feedback from that. And the feedback I receive is very positive because it's so easy and fast, and there are no room for errors when it comes to DocuSign.
With the escrow process, a lot of it takes, babysitting, what we call babysitting with the clients. Did you get the form? Did you sign? DocuSign helps me, when I track my sent items, I can know exactly when the customer viewed an envelope, when he signed it, the routing order, when it really helps me monitor the whole process.
Having our data online and not in paper anymore has really allowed us to be able to save and protect our data for long term, especially in real estate. We're required to do that for at least 7 years. As a result of working with DocuSign, our team members are saving on average 3 hours per closed transaction. When you're closing 250 transactions a year, that's a lot of time.
Examples across industries, from the smallest to the very largest of the Fortune 500, are endless, as DocuSign and electronic signature are enabling people to conduct business and get the signatures they need anytime, from anywhere, in most any language. As the world becomes more and more dependent on mobile technology, DocuSign is leading the way as the most trusted electronic signature network. DocuSign is the easiest, fastest, and most secure way to get a legally binding signature and to keep pace with the speed of business.
Clearly, as the world goes mobile, so does DocuSign. We have lead actually in this industry in terms of developing specifically for mobile devices. We're seeing a large number of customers that are now deploying tablet devices to their field sales and field service organizations because of the combination of the tablet portability, the fact that DocuSign runs not on a browser, and the fact that it's connected all the time. It's fundamentally connected to the internet and to all the cloud applications they need to get their jobs done. We're about solving the paper problem wherever it is. Whatever business it is, no matter what vertical market you're talking about, no matter what country you're in, no matter where you are, we're about solving all of the paper problems because there is no need to use paper in business transactions anymore. It's slower, it's more costly, it's not green, and it's not safe. DocuSign solves all of those problems and it costs less.
DocuSign, the fastest, easiest, and most secure way to get a signature. To find out more, please visit DocuSign.com.